Well, it turned out it was quite prophetic, and I take no credit for it. The purpose of the dinner was to invite Vladimir Zelenskyy to meet some of the key European leaders with whom I thought he would need to have a good personal relationship, particularly in the event of a crisis.
And what just
So
what just
short,
remind us what year this was.
this would have been 2019.
Okay, so before the invasion, but after the invasion of Crimea.
Oh yeah, after the invasion of Crimea by many years.
Yeah.
So I invited several key European leaders to an informal dinner. They didn't know it was informal when they were invited uh, to the residence in Brussels, along with President Zelensky. And at that dinner, I said, please don't call me ambassador, call me Gordon. I'll call you Vladimir. And it worked out really well. They kind of laughed nervously at the beginning, but by the end of the evening, everyone was on a first name basis. And I think it really created the right atmosphere for future conversations.
That's fascinating. And you were encouraged at the time by the White House to make sure there was no daylight between the EU and the US, that they were very much together because Russia loves to exploit differences. Isn't it the case that Trump is now basically doing the opposite, driving a wedge between the United States and the European Union, and Putin's loving it?
Well, I think that was a very different time. At that time, there was relative peace. Things have changed dramatically. And I think President Trump, a lot of people criticize him, and he brings on a lot of that criticism on his own. But the one thing you can never criticize him about is he's very pragmatic. And he deals in reality, in the here and now, not what he wishes were the case or hopes is the case, but where things actually are, which is part of his background as a successful, business person and real estate developer.